नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे विशेषाशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद श्री गुरुदेव की जय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल हरे कृष्ण. So Hare Krishna, welcome everybody for today's final session of the conceptual overview of the Bhagavad Gita. Today's session number 12 is auspicious number. So I thought I would end at the even number. So that is practical spirituality we'll discuss. So we'll wrap up all the concepts and figure out, what we can do practically from today. Okay. And how do we take it further in this journey? So this was our syllabus. We covered everything systematically to as much depth as possible. Of course, it's an overview. So for detailed, we should, attend detailed Gita sessions, and the whole lifetime or many lifetimes we need to study, implement. It's never-ending knowledge. Um, but we first started off with what is the importance of human life. We are very, very special. That we are equipped with intelligence to make proper decisions, and that's the reason karma anubandhini manushaloke. We are also bound by karma. So whatever choices we make are bound in a sense, like we are responsible for them. So that's why we should be very careful, and at the same time, we can use this precious human life to cultivate spirituality. Parallelly, going on with our pursuit in our material life, we cannot. We have to be very practical. We should be doing our duties also at the same time. Also feed the soul within the body, like not just coat the cage, but also feed the bird within the cage. Then five main topics of Gita: Ishvara, Jiva, Prakriti, Kala, Karma. And karma is the one which can actually is a temporary among all of them. It can be vanquished by the power of yoga process, especially practically the Bhakti Yoga, which is considered the most easiest and topmost by Krishna himself. It says, Yoginam api sarvesham madhvate nantaratmana shraddhavan yujate mam same yuktatamo mataha. It is no, so yuktatama, he said, he is connected with me in the greatest degree. That who remembers me in Bhakti Yoga. Then this was another critical factor of mind. Is it a friend? Is it an enemy? If it's an enemy, how do we make it a friend? We understood actually mind is just an instrument, and it is a repository of all the previous samskaras and vasanas we have. So the moment we cleanse them out, then the same mind can help us take us to spiritual world, help us meditate on in Krishna's form and meditate on the spiritual world. So it's just about cleansing the mind or durvasanas, and by positively cultivating good vasanas, bhakti vasanas, which gives us a lot of taste and happiness. So the more we add good things, dirty water can be, the more we add the clean water, the dirty water can be washed out, right? So we don't have to separately pick out the mud within the water and remove it. It's all completely melted into it. So keep adding good water, it gets cleansed. Then how do we be equipoised, right? In that, we just have to tolerate. We don't be too elated or too distressed. Just be normal, keep doing our duties as much as possible, and like, and then five factors of action that also makes us realize that we are not the only doer. We are not the person dictating the results. So we should just accept whatever comes and focus on the things which are in our control. So what is the point in worrying about things which are not in our hands anyway, right? What we are just wasting our what is the brain power. Rather, we do something which is in our hands, and we can work on that and do things like that. That's a very good way to think about it. Three modes of material nature, everything in this world is bound by that. Food we eat, the charity we give, the knowledge, renunciation, everything. Goodness is more about illumination, knowledge, everything, and passion is about desires, unlimited longings. and it's unsatisfying. It never be always rushing from one thing to other, but we are never calm, composed. Goodness is very, very facilitating for devotional life because we are very calm and not disturbed at all. It's like okay, and then ignorance is like they don't do anything. Okay, they'll be sleeping, procrastinating, and postponing things, and like the wasting away the full life. Among or beyond all of this, a mode of pure goodness where somebody does everything for Krishna service. It doesn't matter if it's cleaning the floor or cooking or teaching or whatever it is. Okay, if it's for Krishna service, I will do it. So that is the higher mode where we do everything for in bhakti for pleasing Radha and Krishna. And natures also we discuss the divine and demoniac natures, and both the natures are there within us right now actually. So we should feed the good dog and we should starve the bad dog. So we can essentially notice when exactly is the bad dog barking. Oh, you scold this person, or you now steal this person's pen, or whatever it is. The bad things, it's provoking. So immediately you notice that and it's like, okay, no, I should not do this. So slowly, and then at the same time cultivate humility, tolerance, all these good qualities gradually, and ultimately, actually, all the good qualities comes and suraha and demigods comes and reside in a person who's unalloyed devotion devoted to Krishna or Vishnu. So automatically comes. You don't have to separately cultivate them. So that's the ultimate key again. So now we are in this final session. So because it's a final session, I did an overview of the whole thing as well. So now let's go to the our session. Okay, today's. So we are going to discuss the concluding verses of Gita as well as what is effective process in this age, which is called Kali-yuga. Okay, let's begin. So Kali-yuga, what are some of the characteristics of this age? So again, we'll go back to our universe, right? Within this universe, what's the age of the universe, right? This is exhaled from the pores of Mahavishnu. Now, the life of Brahma is Sahasra Yuga Paryantam, thousand, thousand of kalpas. Okay. Then what is 1,000 Divya Yugas actually? That is 1,000 Divya Yugas. That is one kalpa. So what is one Divya Yuga? One Divya Yuga is nothing but 4 yugas together. Okay. That's where I'm trying to tell you actually. So Satya Yuga, Treta, Dwapara, and Kali Yuga. They all come like a cycle. After this, again Satya will come like that. It keeps going on like this, and gradually the religion decreases, and the power, the age of the people decreases, and even the duration of the age also is, this is one time, this 2 times of Dwapara Yuga is twice of Kali Yuga, Treta Yuga is thrice of Kali Yuga, like that. This is 4 times. So similarly, the age here, people used to live for 10,000 years. They were very peaceful. They could meditate. This is about meditation. This is about yagyas, and this is about deity worship. This age, and this Kali Yuga is all about Sankirtana, Nama Sankirtana. That's what we'll discuss. So now we are in Kali Yuga actually here. We just finished 5,000 years into Kali Yuga, and it's going to get only worse and worse. That's what we will see. And actually, what is said that the 500 years ago, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. It is said that 10,000 years from his appearance, it's considered a golden age where the pure devotional principles are flourished actually, rather than decreased. So that's why we are in a very nice period actually. With even though Kali Yuga is bad, we are in a very safe period if we take advantage of it. So Dharma is a religion, is described as bull, okay? So which has 4 legs, okay? So Satyam, Daya, Tapas, Shaucham. So Satyam is truthfulness, Daya is mercy, austerity, and cleanliness. So it is said that in Satya Yuga, all the 4 legs are intact, but in Treta Yuga, it loses 1/4 of its leg, basically. And in Dwapara Yuga, half is gone. And Kali Yuga, it's only residing with 1 leg, 1/4 of the leg. So that's how the dharma is getting depleted by age and age and age. And this also represents the 4 regulative principles, like no meat eating. Meat eating, it cuts the leg of Daya because we're killing some animals, so there's no compassion for us. No meat eating, no intoxication. Intoxication cuts the austerity. Like you keep drinking, intoxication. And Shaucham is about illicit connection with other people outside the marriage. So that one. And no meat eating, gambling. Gambling is about falsity. Like, you guess that I'll get this much, I'll get this much, and it's all about guessing game, things like that. So he hurts the truthfulness. That's why ISKCON in Srila Prabhupada, when we take initiation, we make a promise that minimum we will chant 16 rounds rest of our life every day. Also, we say we will follow four regulative principles: no meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit connection, no gambling. So that way, what happens is the Kali Yuga will not affect us, because Kali-yuga enters prominently when all these things are cut. Okay, that's the point. So then we'll discuss a little bit on other characteristics of Kali-yuga. So there's a very nice verse. It says, Prayenalpayushastabhya kalau vasmini janaha mandaha sumandamatayo mandabhavya supadritaha. These are the characteristics of people in Kali-yuga. Prayana means mostly. Alpayushaha. Alpayusha means have less age. Their lifespan is very less. See, that's why it's very dark image. This person is very miserable, and yet people are always fighting. All bad things are happening. You can see, right? Every the moment you open news, nothing good comes. You get more depressed seeing the news. Only bad things are showed there. And then mandaha, lazy. Sumanda matayo, and their intelligence is also very slow. And mandabhagyaha, on top of it, they're very, very disturbed, and they're very, very agitated, and they don't have good fortune. Even though somebody, first of all, seeking spirituality is very rare. Somebody seeking spirituality, there's so many paths to confuse him. Then he'll be thinking, should I go this path, that path, and he gets confused and gets lost. So that's what it is. This is the full of quarrelsome, age of quarrel, laziness, misguided, and unlucky, and always disturbed. So this is how, if you see, like, all of us are like this, don't get, what to say, worried, because that's how this age is. It's provoking us to be like this. So unless we take up some nice spiritual process to raise above these qualities, it's difficult for us. We will get sucked into this environment. And then these are some more verses. We'll not read them, but you have the index here if you want to see. The Kali Yuga, people will be short-sighted, unfortunate, gluttonous means they'll be eating, lustful, they want to enjoy others' wives, and poverty-stricken, they don't have wealth. Women also will be unchaste, and they will like to wander from one man to next. When you read this, you try to relate with the news or things, incidents you're seeing, and see whether this is what is correct or no. And similarly, minds are always agitated. There is famine. Famine is lack of food, and or basically lack of rain, because of there is no food cultivation. Lot of taxation. Every year, tax percentage increases. First of all, we are struggling so much to earn, and government takes our money. Finally, it is said that it becomes too much that people actually give up their jobs. They run to the forest. That's what will happen. Fear of drought. Okay. Then lack of adequate clothing, food and drink, unable to properly rest. People have lot of money, but sometimes they cannot even take rest. They have to take sleeping pill to go to sleep, because they are so anxious. Somebody will come and steal my money. First thing is, we have to work hard for earning money. Then you are anxious that somebody will steal it. Then somebody steals it, then you're depressed. So all through the process, if you're attached to money, of course, basic necessities we need, you are very, very agitated. Actually, if that is the only thing we are doing in life, then we are very, very insecure. But simultaneously, we depend on Krishna, then he will make sure that things are proper so that you can do devotional service nicely. And unable to properly rest, and they keep using sexual relationships, and they don't even bathe, actually, or even actually here is saying unable to have sex also. Anyways, so then gradually the people will become ghostly, haunted creatures. You can see, right? Some people have long hairs, they don't take bath, they don't shave, they look like as if like Yamadutas are right next to you. You get so scared looking at them. So men have no longer protect their elderly parents. See, these people put them in old age homes. Nobody cares. Parents took care of us. They go to US. Parents are alone here. Nobody is there, right? And they don't take care of children also sometimes. And then their respectful wives, there are a lot of incidents in the news where wife kills a husband, or husband is with somebody else, and there's so much going on in the families also. At least in the ancient culture, even if the world is miserable, we people used to find peace within the family. Okay, at least at home, I'm happy. My wife and my kids, they're all happy. They love each other. Imagine if the, quarrels come within the family, what will happen to a person? There is no peace at all. Like, whom will we trust? Where will we get affection? Ultimately, we are all seeking for love. So where are we going to get? Then they fall on the road and they go random people they contact and, degrade themselves so much. So all because they want to satisfy their bellies and genitals, sense organs, like the sexual organs. So that's what is happening. And then they're terrified, about to die. Man collapses on his bed. So even though whole life he earned money, saved money, at the moment of death, he's very scared that all my money is gone now. I cannot enjoy. It's like a miserly person. He never spends during the life. In the moment of death, he will never use it. So he will be miserable. And even if they have voice to speak, they cannot utter the holy name. They don't have the piety to chant also. And but then if he starts chanting, right, then he can be free from the reaction of the Kali-yuga. He's saying that's why this verse is telling. But still, people in this age of Kali will not worship Supreme Lord because this age is of all impious people. Okay, only very, very fortunate souls take it up. So in Kali Yuga, objects, places, even individual personalities are all polluted. Everything of, but only the place which is secure is place where people are uttering the names of Krishna. That becomes very, very pure. So what they're telling, however, one can remove such contamination if one fixes the mind on Lord Krishna. So this is the conclusion. If a person hears about, glorifies, meditates upon, worships, or simply worships, offers great respect to the Supreme Lord, who is situated within the heart. Actually, Krishna is right here. The Lord will remove from his mind the contamination accumulated during many thousands of lifetimes. So Kali Yuga gave, or rather Bhagavatam, this is Srimad Bhagavatam, gave all the indications of Kali Yuga, and also it's giving a solution what you can do. Even in this age, you can find yourself in spiritual world if you can always be in contact with Krishna. So for that, the different processes like hearing, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, same thing. This is Archanam, right? All these are mentioned here. So then it will gradually, we can be in this world, but not of this world. Now the question is who will do it or how to do it, right? That's the other thing. So what is the conclusion of Gita? Gita talks about eternal principles, is meant to be applied in all ages. But now we know Kali Yuga is so difficult age to do. So how will we do this? This is the conclusion of Gita. Krishna says, Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mami vaishyasi satyam te pratijane priyosi me. He says, Manmana bhava means so mat mana bhava. Just think about me all the time. Think about me. Mad bhakta, become my devotee. Madhyaji, become my worshipper. Mam namaskuru, offer obeisances to me. By doing all this, you will definitely come to me. Satyam, this is Satyam. Mam evaishyasi, you will come to me. Know this for sure, pratijane. And priyosime, because you are very dear to me, I'm telling this knowledge. Okay, he gave us the formula. But how do we do it? That's the whole problem, right? So this is our dear Krishna is telling, do this, then I will do this. Because I will, dear to me, I'm telling you this is best for you. And then he also tells Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Raja Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Mokshayishyami Ma Shuchaha. He says, give up all the so-called dharmas. Then you finally take shelter of me only. Don't need so many this I have to please this demigod, that demigod, or this person, that person. Just directly take shelter of me. Then I will relieve you from sinful reactions also. Sarva papebhyo. Because we are worried, oh, I have so many reactions, what will happen? He said, I will clear all that, don't worry. Moksha ishyami, I'll release you from all of that. Ma shuchaha, don't worry. So this is actually a contract. He's saying, you do this, you give up other things and completely surrender to me, then I will do this. So it's like a condition, like you do this, then I will do this. So then, actually, after Krishna spoke Bhagavad-gītā, only Arjuna fought the war. But it is said that nobody understood how to apply the principles of Gita in their life to become its devotee. Nobody knows how to do it. That's why Krishna himself came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. as a devotee to show people how to live the principles of Gita, right? That is what is our main Acharya of Gaudiya Sampradaya, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. Krishna came with the mood of devotee. And why he came, there are other reasons also. Bahiranga Hetava, other external reasons for him is he came to answer the prayers of devotee called Advaita Acharya. There was so much bad things happening that time. So Advaita Acharya was taking Tulsi leaf, Shaligrama, and worshipping and praying, Krishna, please come, help these people here. And he also came to inaugurate the Yuga Dharma of this age, Sankirtana Yajna. No, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra not only can be done as a japa, it can be done as a kirtan, and it can be done as a sankirtan. Everybody together on the doing together. That's called sankirtan. And then also he came to relish the mellows of conjugal love and distribute it. So it's Krishna in the mood of Radharani. So he wants to know how much does Radharani love him, because he is the object of love. He doesn't know what experience the person who loves him knows, has it. You see, right? Let's say I'm giving a class and you're listening. You know what it means to listen and the happiness of listening, you know. I know only happiness of speaking. I do not know at this point what is the happiness of somebody who's listening to this, unless I do the editing of this recording and I check myself and I get some relish. So similarly, Krishna is receiving the love from Radharani, so he doesn't know what happiness Radharani is experiencing in giving that love to him. So he wants to know that. So for that reason, he came in her mood. That's why Krishna, even though he is blackish in color, he took the mood of Radharani, who is golden color, and he came like golden avatara. Gauranga. Gaura means golden, Anga means body. One who has golden body. That's external reasons. And internal reasons is actually he wants to what is the glory of Radharani's love? He wants to know what's the depth of her love. That means he wants to be a devotee and experience that love to Krishna, like that. And towards the end of his life, 25 years, that's what he did. He went to Puri and he experienced the symptoms of love, which is shown like, like a madman going everywhere, just remembering Krishna everywhere, saying, where is Krishna, and is crying. And you also want to know what is the sweetness of her love, that by which only she alone relishes that love through her love. Wonderful sweetness of his sweetness, Krishna's sweetness. That means sometimes the sweetness of the way Krishna looks or dresses, only she can relish that because of out of her love. So what is in me that she is relishing? That's what he's asking. And then what happiness she feels in experiencing the love. Same thing. This is the depth of her love, and this is happiness. All of them is about her basically. So actually, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is like a Radharani's mood. He came. Then he is the one who inaugurated Sankirtan Yajna. Now it ties down to, we are in Kali-yuga now. So there is a wonderful phase in Kali-yuga. What is it that? Krute yajyayato Vishnu त्रेतायं यजते मुखमखैः द्वापरे परिचर्यायां कलौ तद्धरिकीर्तनात्. So whatever we can accomplish in Satya Yuga by worshipping, meditating on Vishnu, in Treta Yuga by doing yagas, and Dwapara Yuga by doing deity worship, in Kali you can do it by Hari Kirtanam. Same effect, same result. The process becomes simplified. And they're telling कलेर्दोष निधेराजन् अस्ति ह्येको महान् गुणः कीर्तनादेव कृष्णस्य मुक्तसङ्गः परं व्रजेत्. So Kali dosha nidhe, it's full of faults. Of course, we discussed that how many faults are there. Hey king, O Rajan, yes. Parantu mahan gunaha asti. There is one great quality of this Kali Yuga. What is that? Krishnasya Kirtana Deva. By doing Kirtan of Krishna, one gets liberated, Mukta Sangaha, from this material contamination. Param Rajet, one attains the spiritual abode. That's it. So both bad things and good things is also indicated in this verse. Very nice. So even though we are in bad age, nothing to worry. If we take up the solution, even in the short span of 20 years, we can achieve major strides in spiritual life when compared to other ages where we have to work for so many years. Here, because the age is so contaminated and everything, so everything has become very, there is a process has become easy for us. It's like a sale going on. Sometimes things are expensive, but during New Year sale, Diwali sale, same expensive things are given sale, like buy two get one. free. So like that, if you take advantage of this sale, then we can get benefited. And even in this age, we can be happy. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Sankirtan Yajna. He is doing Sankirtan. Kalikale Nama Rupe Krishna Avatara Nama Haitahaya Sarva Jagat Nishtara. So in Kali Kale, Nama Rupe Krishna Avatar. Krishna Avatar came in the name of in the form of the name. So name itself is non-different from Krishna. That's an avatara in this age. The name, the Nama. Nama Haita Haya Jagat Nistara. The whole world can be delivered by taking the name of Krishna. Very simple, right? Everybody has voice. Everybody knows how to utter. All we have to do is tell the name. So simple process. So now let's get into practicals. So we discussed so far, the symptoms of Kali-yuga, the bad things, good things, and why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. He wanted to show how to implement the principles of Gita, because we are doing overview of Gita. So the conclusion of Gita we understood. So then he showed us how to become devotee and achieve the topmost position even in Kali-yuga of being the pure lover of Krishna. So now we'll get to practicals. What should we do now? Of course, one thing is Japa, right? The holy name can be uttered in three ways: Japa, Kirtan, and Sankirtan. So we will cover all these aspects. What does it mean to do Japa? Everything, and gradually we will talk. So mantrasya lagu ucharo japa iti abhidiyate. Lagu means sulagu, actually, very small, very slight, small one. Uchara means pronunciation. Japa iti abhidiyate. We know the mantra, right? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So it's not like a shouting thing, just soft utterance of the syllables. And how to chant, like I think, okay, I'll try to show once. So this is beats actually. It has 108 beats. So usually, minimally, we should chant one round, which takes 108 beats. And this is called main beat, Krishna beat. So usually you should not touch with this index finger. You put it on this finger like this. And then you hold the big bead with the thumb, and you chant one mantra fully and pull it towards you like this. Pull it towards you like this. You pull like this. Each one we say Lagu Uchara means not like shouting. It's like slowly, like Krishna, 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 like that. So like that we do pull it, and we'll come to this end. At that time, if you're doing more rounds, we can flip it like this. And now start from small one, like this. That's it. So this is a practical thing. Then what else? So this is Srila Prabhupada is chanting, and do it in a meditative mode. And how do we chant? What do we do about it? These are the rules, or rather, these are recommendations. Actually, there is no rules for chanting. While singing, while we were using restroom, while cooking, anywhere we can take the name. The more we take, beneficial for us. But if you want to kind of get great benefits, then some recommendations are given. Manasamharanam shaucham maunam mantrartha chintanam avyagratvam anirvedo japa sampatti hetavaha. Sampatti means opulence. Japa sampatti, opulence of getting of japa. To get the maximum benefit of japa, what are the things we need to do? That's what this verse is telling. So I'll just summarize. The causes of attaining great treasures in japa are mana samharanam, concentration of the mind. So mind will wander everywhere. We just try to bring it back to hearing, because we don't have natural attraction to Krishna. So we should focus on the sound vibration, because his name and he are not different. So gradually, with cleansing, eventually we develop affection for him, that the moment we tell Krishna, we immediately remember the form and the pastimes, everything will come to our mind. So it's a practice of cleansing like that. Then other thing is shaucham, cleanliness and purity. So we should take bath every day, and both mental as well as physical cleanliness. Right? Mind also, we try to not see. The thing is, even though we may chant one round and 16 rounds, what do we do rest of the day affects our japa next day. Rest of the day, if we watch something very, very violent and disturbing, that the same thoughts will come next day. So that's why gradually, when we become serious, we will be very conscious what to put in our mind, what to hear, what not to hear. Like that, we'll be very, very conscious, so that it doesn't disturb our sadhana. Then silence. Silence means basically at least try to not talk within that one round. Once you start the round, finish the round. If anybody asks anything in home, just indicate like this and finish that round and talk to them, take care of them, and then continue. If you're chanting more rounds, like not like checking phone and chanting and other things, no, like that. Focus, because it's like you're inviting Krishna, and the minimal we can do is attention to him. Like if suppose we are inviting a very nice guest to our home and they come to our home, you're calling eagerly. It's like initially they knock on the door, but then you tell, oh yeah, yeah, just wait, and you check phone or you check some news or something. Then again you call them. Again they knock. And again you say, oh, actually, you know what? Let me cook something. So if you keep doing, what does it? They will feel offended, no? So similarly, Krishna is supreme person. He's like, okay, they're calling my name, but they are not paying attention when I'm coming. What should I do? So the results will not come. So we'll try as much as possible, distraction free, to chant. Then while chanting, we should think about the meaning of the mantra. Mantra artha chintanam. What is the meaning of the mantra? It's Hare, Hare means Radharani, Krishna is Krishna, and Rama is either Balarama or it's Radha Raman, or it could be Lord Rama based on your mood. That please engage me in your service. I'm very frustrated in this material world. I want to come back again to my original position of Jivera Swarupa Hoye Nityera Krishna Das. So I want to realize my original position of as a servant. So please protect me. Please give me a service to you. That's what we're telling. Then avyagratvam means without haste. It's like, okay, I have only 8 minutes before my office work starts. So within that 8 minutes, I'll finish my round. Towards the end, we'll be like, "Oh, very, very fast we do. No, just time, start when there is 10 minutes time for you. Not that you're running to a bus and then you start finishing your round like that, just spend the nice quality time. Even if it's one round, it's okay. Just spend nice round, one round, and slowly as the time permits, you can increase because you have the natural taste. Anirvedaha means without dejection. It's like, okay, nothing is happening. I'm chanting for so many years. Nothing is happening. Not like its effect is happening, we don't know. It's like a medicine. Like how somebody is a jaundice person, they cannot taste anything sweet. Whatever they taste, it tastes bitter for them. But the medicine for them is the sugar. If they eat jaggery, it's jaggery. When they eat jaggery, it tastes so bitter, they cannot even eat actually. But by eating jaggery, eventually they'll come to a point where they taste the sweetness. Then they know the disease went away. So similarly, we have the material disease of sense enjoyment, and we don't have vidya knowledge about God. So obviously, we are contaminated since time immemorial. So within one life, also, it's impossible to come to the clean state. Forget about 1 year, forget about one day, or 3 months we are practicing. So it takes time. So we have to be patient, but things are working. Sometimes, especially, immediately you cannot see, right? When you take medicine, internally things are working. The results will take some time to show up, but things are working. So, like that, we should have the faith in the Shastra and keep doing. Of course, we know tiny, tiny results we can see in our lives, that little we are becoming peaceful. But the ultimate results of lot of drastic changes in our life, it takes a period of time of consistency and, doing all that nicely. Okay, but Krishna, the moment we start chanting his name, Krishna Bhagavan himself is involved in our life now. He's watching everything and he's protecting us. Then how to chant Japa? Japa, we already discussed that. The first is, before you chant the Hare Krishna mantra, this kind of a shloka invoking Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who gave this Sankirtan Hare Krishna mantra, right? We just chant this one time. Then you can chant your rounds many times, no problem. Only one time when you sit for chanting, like that. So Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So there are 5 associates. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. Nityananda is Lord Balarama. Advaita is Shiva and Vishnu together. Gadadhara is Radharani. Shiva is nothing but Narada Muni. So if you go to Mayapur, and Gaura Bhakta is devotees of Gaura. Mayapur, there's a very nice photo of the Panchatattva, 5 deities. I will send you a link how to see that online also. Then you can basically we are invoking their mercy, so that there are no offenses in chanting the holy name. They are very merciful avatara. Like it's very risky to directly worship Radha Krishna deities, because we have to be very careful. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu doesn't take offenses. He takes only the service. even though he's Krishna himself. Okay. And then we chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. One mala is equal to 108 times. 16 malas, we can slowly, gradually come from here to here based on our practical situations. And we know the mantra Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And this is accessible for everybody, women, men, all Shudras, or without caste discrimination, nothing. Because it's not a Vedic mantra, it is a Tantric mantra which is relevant for this age. So no problem at all. And at the same time, because its names of Krishna are non-different, Nama Chintamani Krishna. This is like a transcendental touchstone. Whatever you ask from the names, they will give actually. If you just keep asking material wealth also, they will give. But the one thing which they want to give is actually prema for Krishna, or, the real progress in bhakti. That's what we need to ask. Now we'll come to the other topic. What is Kirtan? What is Sankirtan? So Kirtan is nothing but Nama Leela Gunadinam Uchchai Bhasha tu Kirtanam. So loudly talking about the glories of Nama and Leela of his pastimes and Gunas, qualities. Like for example, what we are doing now is Kirtan. It's a Kirtan of Krishna Tattva, Kirtan of Krishna's qualities, right? So in Kirtan, one person sings, other person listen, like that. So other people are doing Shravanam and the person is speaking is doing Kirtanam, like that. Uchchai, loudly. Okay. And see, like this, Prabhupada is giving lecture, others are listening. That's called Kirtanam. Of different. Kirtan doesn't mean only song, it means also qualities, everything. Giving a class is also Kirtan. And what is Sankirtan then? Bahubir militva Kirtanam Sankirtanam iti uchyate. Suppose many people come together and do Kirtan. Like this is really Hare Krishna or any bhajan singing together. One person sings, other person follows. Other they like that. If you do together, more than three people, more than two people basically. Bahubir means more than two people. In Sanskrit, the plural comes when there are more than two. So if three people come together or more and do Kirtan together, then that becomes Sankirtan basically. And another meaning is Samyak Kirtanam iti Sankirtanam. That means if you organize a festival where everything is involved, somebody is cooking, somebody is cleaning, somebody is inviting guests, somebody is doing Kirtan, somebody is doing class. But the whole thing is also Sankirtan because everything is coming towards facilitating one thing of sharing Krishna consciousness with others. So everything is part of Sankirtanam and everybody will get benefited. It's like a big project, big Sankirtan essentially. But otherwise, generally, it's just chanting the names on the street. Like, even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu time, even recently also people used to do. Maybe nowadays in India, maybe not many are doing. But in US still, ISKCON devotees, they do Kirtan on the streets. They call this Harinam. We'll do Harinam today. We'll do Harinam today. They do, and because they are doing in the mode of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and they feel so much joy because just by on the roadside anybody walks, and even Shraddhayava Helayava, even with faith or as a neglect, they tell, "Hey, this Hare Krishna, they're creating nonsense." Even if they say like that they get benefited actually. Or if they say, wow, they're so beautifully dressed, they're so happy, they're so joyful, I wish I can be like that, then they also get benefited. So it's in the mood of sharing the wealth we have, not to disturb people, not to create confusion, but it's like, okay, I have this treasure, I want to share it with you. That's what it is, Sankirtan. Now let's come to the next phase of Prasadam. These are the two main important things. Individually is Japa and Prasadam. So Bhogaha means what is offered to Krishna without eating, before our eating. Prasada is after Krishna eats what we get. So that is what is Prasada. So what is a little bit of process or philosophy behind it? Is that Yagna Shishta Santo Muchyante Sarva Kilbishai Bhunjate Te Tvagam Papa Ye Pachantyan Atma Karanat. So Pachanti means cooking. Whoever, those who cook for Atma Karanat, for their own selves, they say, it is said, they are Bhunjate, they're eating Agham, sin. They're eating only sin. So that means even though whatever we eat, we should offer first. Then we will be, the reactions from the things of cutting the vegetables, everything goes away. And so that's why they are telling Muchyante, if you get frees us of sarva kilbishai, all the papani, it just frees us of all of that. So this Mataji is offering Radha Krishna deities. So what is the process for doing it? Little bit. So we can purchase a bell, a small bell, and an achaman cup and achaman spoon. Any traditional Indian stores, if you go, you'll get it. And brass or silver eating set, which we don't eat again. Separate set of plates for the deities, like a plate and 4 bowls and a glass with a lid and a spoon. So if you have it, and then tulsi plant or leaves near you. This is all the equipment we need. Then what we have to do, the process is first cook clean food, no onion, no garlic food if possible. And if suppose that is also not possible, then at least whatever white rice we cook, we can put some salt and pepper and offer first. And then later mix it back into the original food everybody eats like that. Okay. And then while cooking, we meditate on, try to think about good things about Krishna, not like, oh, this person fought with me, that person fought with me. Because whatever the consciousness of the cook comes into the food, and that affects the people who are eating in the family. It's very, very responsible service. So if the mother is very peaceful and thinking about Krishna and cooking, the spiritually all the family members get nourished. Then you set it in a DT vessels, like there are small containers we bought here, right? So take 1 bowl of rice, 1 bowl of rasam, 1 bowl of sabzi, like that sweet, whatever it is, set it up and then put a leaf, tulsi leaf on each item, on each, like each of them, put one tulsi leaf. Then we have to do achamanam. For this, there's a link to the video. You can take a look later. This, what you have to do is use, basically take the water, achaman cup is there, no? We put water. First, there is a mantra to purify that water. We invite all the rivers to come and reside there. Gangecha, Yamuna, Yamune Chaiva, Godavari, Saraswati, Narmada, Sindhu, Kaveri, Jalesmin, Sannidhin Kuru. We tell the water, please, all Ganga, all the rivers come and reside here. So then the water is purified. Now, using that water, we purify ourselves. Take the achaman spoon and we say Om Keshavaya Namaha and throw it Om Narayana Namaha, Om Madhavaya Namaha, and like spoon you put water and throw it away. Then now we are pure. Now we put this 1 drop of achaman in each of these dishes. So we are purifying the dishes also. And then now we have to place in front of the deities. So then what prayers do we do? So while ringing the bell, we can recite these prayers. So this is like, basically we cannot offer thing to directly to Krishna. So we offer through Guru Parampara. So basically we are offering to Srila Prabhupada, who is our Shiksha Guru, and Prabhupada gives to his Guru, like that it goes to Krishna directly. So this is his pranam mantra, or the main prayer for him. This is given in Devanagari. So Om Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine. What they are saying is, Bhutale, in this world, you are very dear to Krishna, and you are at the lotus feet of Vishnu. And Srimate, you have a lot of opulences of bhakti, and your name is Bhakti Vedanta Swami. You are a Swami. Iti Namine, your name. Your name is Bhakti Vedanta Swami. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine. So you are a servant of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, and you are spreading the glory, the Vani of Gaura, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is the one who went from India to the West and gave the Krishna consciousness to everybody. So that's what is there in his pranam mantra. And Nirvishesha Shunyavadi, he actually condemned, or rather, what to say, he gave the philosophical understanding by which impersonalism and voidism are completely curtailed. Paschatya Desha Tarine, he left to the Western world. So that is his prayer and the meaning. So we tell that 3 times. Then after that, this is a prayer for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha. So here, great, benevolent, munificent person, Mahavadanyaya. So he is giving the greatest wealth, which is love. Anybody who gives some donation, we'll celebrate them as a great charitable person. But he is giving the wealth of prema for Krishna. Krishna Prema Pradaya, he is giving the Krishna Prema. You are Krishna, you are Krishna only. Krishnaya, Krishna Chaitanya Namne. Your name is Krishna Chaitanya. Gauratvishe, and your body color is Gaura. Namaha, for you and obeisances. This also 3 times. This is a standard procedure, but if you cannot do 3 times, you can just do 1 time, it's fine. 1 time this, 1 time this, 1 time this, it's okay. Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagadidhaya Krishnaya Jagadhitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. So this is a prayer to Krishna. He's a Brahmanya Devaya. He's dear to Brahmanas, and he's well-wisher of cows and the Brahmanas. Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha, and Jagat Hitaya is a beneficiary of the whole world. Krishna, you are Krishna, you are Govinda, Namo Namaha, obeisances to you. Okay, that is mantra to Krishna. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again. There's Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhara, Shivasati, Gaura Bhaktavinda. We do while during Japa, no? That's the same thing. Then we do Hare Krishna Mahamantra one time. Okay. So all these things you can do one time also, no problem. But at the end, maybe chant Hare Krishna Mantra 3 times. That's also fine. Then basically, while put the plate in front of photo of Krishna, then you bow down, ring while ringing the bell, try to say these mantras. Then we can leave the plate minimum for 10 minutes. So basically, we are as if like Krishna is eating, right? So we let him eat. Then again, ring the bell and say Hare Krishna mantra one time and just say thank you, Krishna, for accepting and take the plate out. And now mix the items back in the original dishes. Like this little bit of sambar back into sambar, little bit of rasam back into rasam, like that. Then wash the vessels of Krishna. So we should not eat before that. So basically, it's as if like the king ate, then you wash all the vessels, then you eat. Otherwise, it's like you're enjoying. Now it's like after you wash his vessels, now you are getting only the remnants basically. Then it becomes prasadam. Wash his vessels first, and then we can offer with a prayer. And also while hearing Krishna Katha, honor prasadam while hearing Krishna Katha. So this is like a kind of procedure. If you cannot do all this also, no problem. Just say Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya once and then just do Hare Krishna 3 times and then just leading the bell, leave it, but sometime and take it out. Gradually we can do it. Okay. Then we talked about Japa, Sankirtan, Kirtan, and Prasadam. Then now it comes to day, what can we do? We also discuss the concept of Navavida Bhakti. It starts with Shravanam. And then gradually everything unfolds. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atma Nivedanam. So at our stage, the more we hear, the more the cleansing happens very easily. Sound is so powerful. Sound can bind us, sound can liberate us, right? And especially, when somebody is sleeping, deep sleep, if you want to wake them up, if you show something, they cannot understand. If you do anything, they cannot understand. Only when you make sound, they can understand. Similarly, we are in the deep slumber of Maya. So the way to wake us up is to hear the sound, some sound, and then we can wake up. So this is given by Prahlad Maharaj. We discussed that. Then what is practical spirituality more, putting everything together. We also discussed the concept called Yukta Vairagya, where we don't reject things, but you use things in Krishna service. Whatever is favorable for Krishna service, we accept. Whatever is non-favorable, we'll reject. So, Anukulyasya Sankalpaha, Pratikulyasya Varjanam. Okay, Sankalpa means make a determination to accept things favorable. Varjana means to give up. So sometimes people ask, oh, Prabhuji, can you tell me whether I should buy a car, this car? Then you have to ask the question, is it really useful for your service? If it's useful for your service, then take it. Otherwise, no. And it's within your means. You're not over-endeavoring, all the things like that. So that's the only question you need to ask. Okay, I want to go do this one. Then you should think, is it really useful for my service? It's going to help me or no? So that will be a yardstick. And then we try to engage all our things in Krishna service, like senses in hearing, eating prasadam, and seeing maybe Krishna related videos or deities in the temple, mind in trying to think about Krishna in the material nature, like we'll come to that in a minute, or in hearing about Krishna Katha, intelligence in reading, hearing Bhagavad-gītā like that. And how to see Krishna in the material nature, we already discussed that, right? Krishna says, these are the 3 chapters. Krishna says he's the taste of the water. So he's the sun, he's the moon. So while seeing the objects in the material nature, suddenly we can remember him. And whenever reversals happen in our life, doesn't mean once you take a bhakti, everything is a rosy bed for us, laid out everything, because our own karma, prarabdha karma is already started. It takes time. Even if you stop the fan, it takes some time, right? So we should know how to handle that. Even despite all the reversals, we should be faithful and not lose hope and take shelter of people who have greater faith and share with them. That's how our misery comes half. So tattenu kampam, tattenu kampam susamikshamano bhunjana evatma kritam vipakam pridvag papurbir vidadan namaste jivetayo mukti pade sa dayabak. So to become a inheritor of the kingdom of Krishna, all we have to do is just live through this life faithfully, with the gratitude, and always, whatever situation, say, Krishna, I'm meant to get much more, but you have reduced it so much. It's my own reactions I'm getting, I know. But please let me remember you favorably in all the situations. If you keep that prayer all the time, slowly, slowly, we will rise above the situations. Nothing will disturb us. I told already, tolerance and rising above means we don't give up our duty, whatever happens, whatever commitment we gave to Krishna of one round, whatever happens, keep it with that. That's what is meant to be tolerance, toleration, tolerance and equanimity. So that's what, happiness will come, distress will come, honor, dishonor, success, failure. That's a world of duality. Everything will come. But we just remain equipoised by tolerating. What else is there for us is that, some kind of resources for you. Shravanam, where can you get more Shravanam? It's like, this is a link for Srila Prabhupada's lecture series. Now they're putting in videos also. So you can see the audio text, what he speaks, comes as a transcript right in front of you. If you don't understand the pronunciation, it's easy for you. So because, he's a pure devotee. If you hear from him, the effect is completely different. So if you can hear, there are lectures in Hindi as well as English. There's a link here. Then Gauranga Darshan Prabhu is a very nice orator. He's our contemporary. He's a very simple person. He knows Sanskrit also nicely. He quotes shloka, and he shares the scripture with such a relish, actually. If you hear these things, you feel like, we can spend hours just hearing about Krishna. Because the person who has that affection and this thing with Krishna, when they speak, that touches our heart like that. So he's one resource you can also do. And similarly, Amarendra Prabhu is also there. He also talks very nicely. And this is our channel, we try to give once in a while classes in English and Sanskrit. If you're interested, you can do. And then how do we continue your journey? Like, now we have given you the basic of overall of the philosophy. So we can now take part in local temple sanghas. If you're interested, you tell me which area you are in. I'll try to put you in touch with a devotee. If there are any gatherings happening near that area, so you can participate once a week programs, associate with devotees more. So then gradually, life continues. Actually, this has to be done in a physical association. Somehow we know all of you as friends, and somehow we pull together all this. But that's so nice that you are giving me the opportunity where we don't have any association here. But if you can connect with local temples, if you have the time nearby, we will explore and see if anybody is nearby. It will really benefit your progress if you're interested. And read books starting with Krishna book, then slowly, small other books, and then maybe Bhagavad-gītā. Krishna book is all Krishna's pastimes. It's so relishable. Now it's called bedtime reading. Before sleeping, just read one page and sleep. Then maybe you'll get dreams of Krishna and you wake up with such a nice mood. And we are in Goa now, South Goa. All of you most welcome to come with us. Our kids are fully engaged from 6:30 to 6:30 in Gurukula. We are free. So we are there to, spend time with you, give more personal association, and whatever. Sometimes one thing is theory. Okay, I understand all this, but you see a person living that life that gives such a strong samskara within our life. Okay, somebody can do it practically. How they are doing it? So I invite all of you, please come. Anybody, actually, whoever is returning, listening to recordings, or maybe later, whoever listens, we don't know where we will be at the time. But yeah, we are always open doors and opening our hearts to give our share whatever we gained. And we try to go to Kartik Parikrama, organized my Guru Maharaj during Kartik month. Maharaj takes to Vrindavan, all the holy places, Mayapur and Jagannath Puri, like that. This year I'm going, and the parikrama is in Mayapur. So I'll be there for 10 days. So in case you're interested, even for few days, you can join me. Just being in the holy place along with the association of your close friend will be such a nice, wonderful experience. Even if it means to maybe take a break from your family for a few days, we can have internet, you can work rest of the day, but it will be a nice, fun to do thing. Then I'm doing the Gita detailed classes on Sunday 7 a.m. Just before this class, I do that usually. It's for children, but I'm covering nicely, concepts wise, very nicely with for children. But you are welcome to join because we are going slowly. Because sometimes we feel the connection with the person who introduced us to Krishna consciousness. So we want to somehow hear their voice. We feel very reassuring. So if you wish to have that connection, you can join. Otherwise, we started Sanskrit classes now. If you want to learn Sanskrit, you can join those classes also. It's also happening once a week. But eventually, after the Sanskrit course gets over, we will be studying one of the Shastras again. So we'll be back to philosophical study. So that time also you can join in like that. So it'll be very nice. Now I'm, right, I'm retired. So my life is trying to share as much as possible. Something or the other I'll be doing like this. So as Krishna gives the direction, inspiration, strength, and support. Okay, and then finally, all the best for all of you and keep in touch. We are not going anywhere. I'm always there for you. If you have to just have a phone call, sharing your life, what's happening, whatever, I'm always there. So many of you are my long-term friends. You already know me so much. So we'll keep in touch and we'll continue. Even though we stay far away, our hearts are there together in this journey. So like that. And so then final meditation, we will meditate on this. Kshipram bhavati dharmatma shashvat shantim nigacchati kaunteya pratijanihi name bhakta pranashyati. So Krishna tells to Arjuna, Kshipram, very quickly, even if you're doing so many bad things, right? Very quickly he will become dharmatma, very religious person. And he attains shashvat shanti. He attains great eternal happiness. Nigacchati, he attains. Kaunteya, oh Arjuna, Pratijanihi, know this very well and declare to everybody that Name Bhakta Pranashyati, that my devotee never perishes. So Krishna is telling Arjuna, you declare to everybody that my devotee never gets destroyed. So Krishna also can make a promise. He can tell, right? Oh, my devotee never destroys. But he didn't tell because sometimes Krishna doesn't live up to his promise. He told, I will not raise a weapon in Kurukshetra, and he took the chariot wheel and attacked Bhishma. So nobody sometimes trusts Krishna's word. But Krishna, when a devotee makes a promise, Krishna makes sure he fulfills that promise of the devotee because Krishna loves his devotee so much. Like Narada Muni, so Yashoda Mata, so many people they make promises and everything. But Krishna, see for example, when Hiranyakashipu asked the boon from Brahma, nobody should kill me inside, outside, no a man, no animal, right? So Brahma is a devotee, he gave the promise. But now, but Krishna has to come and kill this demon. But he did it in a way he doesn't violate the promise Brahma gave. See, imagine. So that much he loves his devotees. So he wants to get his thing done, but at the same time he wants to kind of preserve the promise given by his devotee. So Krishna loves his devotees. So then Draupadi Mata, once she's sharing this verse in Mahabharata, she says, Pratignya tava Govinda name bhakta pranashyati iti samsmritya pranan sandharayamyaham. So she is facing so many tribulations, right? We can see Pandavas, they're pure devotees. Krishna is right there, but so much they have to go through. There is their house is set in fire. Later on their sons are killed, and Durvasa Muni comes to test them. Even in forest they don't be peaceful. Ajnatavasa Kichaka comes, so one after the other, so many obstacles are happening. Then, and what Draupadi is telling is, Krishna, I'm just remembering your promise that your devotee will never get vanquished. Just remembering that you will protect your devotees. Remembering that. Samsmritya means samyaktaya smritya. Completely, wonderfully remembering that. I'm just maintaining my life. Pranan sandharayamyaham. I'm just kind of somehow living this life, thinking that you will always protect me. So that's the faith she has. Even though so many things are happening, I know Krishna, you're watching, you're protecting me. So let me just live this life until the last breath in your service. And wherever you take me afterwards, I'm yours. That's what is a surrendered devotee. So that is Draupadi during the Vastra Harana Leela. Then finally she tried to protect herself, but then she understood she cannot protect and say, Krishna, Damodara, Madhava, please protect me. I am your devotee. If something happens to me, it's a people, it's a disgrace, it's a insult to you. So, so you have to protect my chastity, not for myself, but, it's not good. So then, obviously, Krishna comes and helps. So that's how, if we have such a eagerness and intensity in our prayer, things change drastically in our life. It's all about our intensity, right? So that's final thoughts. So what we have discussed today is we started with the dark age of Kali-yuga, how bad it is and what all things we can already see. But we are in the silver lining page where 500 years ago Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, and all we have to do is chant the names, very simple, easy to do, and then everything will fall in place. We can even be happy in this world also. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna himself came as Lord Chaitanya, as a merciful incarnation, and he came to give the Vraja Prema, which was never given before, actually. So it's even more highest thing he's giving to the most fallen people. So that's how we are very fortunate. And Japa, Kirtan, and Sankirtan. Japa is like soft utterance. Kirtan is one person speaking, other person listening. Nama Guna Leela of anything. And Sankirtan is together, more than two people doing Kirtan or Sankirtan together. Then we talked about how to make offering for Krishna and how to make it prasadam by offering to Krishna. And then everybody together as a family relish. And then finally, some practical things in our life we can do to take it from there and imbibe in our lives. That's the thing. And take complete shelter of Krishna. He's our well-wisher. He's with us in many, many lifetimes. He has come and he's directing upadrashta anumanta. If you want this desire, that desire, he will give you the direction in the intelligence. But if you say, Krishna, I'm done with all of this, I don't find any happiness, please, I want to come to you, I want to love you, then he will give us the direction also there. That's what it is. So then we concluded the session, so we'll end with Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Any questions or comments at this point?
No questions, Pranati, but yeah, the 12 sessions that you have taught us, I feel that it has helped me in transforming myself, and I think I've transformed a bit. There is a long way to get fully transformed, and yeah, it is really helping me to become more positive person, Pranati. Seriously, I sincerely thank you for all the knowledge that you have shared about Bhagavad Gita.
Thank you, Bharti. Thank you so much.
So, Śyāmalā, I would say every session that I've attended has brought me closer. I wouldn't say closer. Closer is to I'm closer to Krishna. And today I felt that to gain momentum, because we human beings forget. Okay, it's not very easy. It is out of sight, out of mind. I think this is a very right kind of a proverb. That is, if you're in the sangha, it helps to just be joined. So I will send you my city and that. I have ISKCON temples here, but they're a little far. But I'm sure there are something in my area too, in the so I don't mind attending, because otherwise I'll not gain momentum.
Yes, correct,
That
correct.
is one. And my current state of mind is like an overthinking diarrhea. There's something that's going on. I want to really stop that. And I think what practicality you gave, I can at least start with something to just bring it to peaceful. My objective is to just stop and then able to understand the natural attraction to Krishna. In between, when I started, it was amazing. I was reading books, I was going, suddenly the momentum stopped. I think this happens. I don't want to lose that. I want to gain momentum. So I'll send you my city,
Okay.
and you can just let me know. But I have to thank you. I never thought I will come till the end. Being a human being, I always, we keep tumbling down, not going, will not show up. But here's somewhere I wanted to show up. I think it was my own selfishness also. And you have done a fabulous job of being so involved in this. I think this is your mission. I think you're too closer to Krishna, and touching a life like that is very important for us. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Shital. Yeah. Okay, Sujata.
Pranati, thank you so much. But yeah, I'm feeling very sad that your classes are ended. You
This
are the
series, This series is ended, but I'll be doing classes. You just can connect in different way, actually. Just the series has to end, right? Yeah.
Sanskrit classes already started, or you are going to start?
Actually, first session happened. I'll send you the recording. And from next, basically, it happens Saturday morning or Saturday evening. So next time onwards, I'm going to start the concepts. Like, what are the basics of Sanskrit, everything. So first introductory session happened yesterday. So that's the introductory session. You can hear the recording also, no problem. So I'm feeling very grateful for somehow Krishna is using me, my spiritual master, in doing some work for the society. So yeah, so I'm very grateful for every opportunity. Um,
Yeah.
and one more thing is that basically, even though the spiritual knowledge is not meant to be, what to say, it's not meant to charge, like, we should not take money ahead of time. Okay, this class is money, everything. But at the same time, it is considered a Brahmanical seva, where, a Brahmana is serving us. So it is said like, of course, you are all our friends, nothing, but no obligations, nothing. But just if you feel if there's something given to the Brahmana, you will get benefited. So if you feel there is something you want to share as Dakshina, we have
Mm,
non-profit organizations
mm,
in India. So I'll give you the links, whatever you feel, because that helps you to, what to say, get some punya. Now, one thing is hearing, implementing, that's also good. But if you sacrifice from your own thing, even if it's 100 rupees, whatever it is, for this cause, it will help you. Of course, I don't need money,
yes.
right? But, this just the custom I need to share. I'll just share and you can do whatever is needed. Okay?
Yeah. You have been the true inspiration to us. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I always feel
Truly.
that, yeah, you are chosen. You are one of the luckiest people chosen Lord Krishna. It's not a coincidence, or it's not something that you are doing. It is chosen by Lord Krishna. You have
And
been
we are also sorry to we are also lucky, Pranati, to have a
Yeah.
friend who is into this spiritual
no, actually,
journey.
I feel that, yeah, why I got the seat in REC Varangal to meet. Okay, so
Hmm.
it. Thank
And
you so much.
Bharati got a bed next to me for so many years.
Yeah,
Okay, then. Hare
Oh,
Krishna. Take
Hare
care.
Krishna. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.